Ah, a new face. Hello. Oh my. You look a little turned around. Are you lost? Yes, well, that happens sometimes. Take the wrong left turn as your subconscious dominates your consciousness, and you can end up in some funny places. Far stranger than the imagination could dredge up in a dream. Not to say that you're in a particularly funny place today. You've actually come somewhere quite mundane in the grand scheme of things. The Akashic Record is a collective of universal knowledge, presented in a way that any given being that enters can comprehend. For beings such as yourself, we refer to it as the library of all. It presents itself as an endless compendium of literature on what is not, what hasn't, what won't, what cannot, and how it does regardless. Humans generally know of it as a record of their lives, but it is so much more. You can find anything for every question you could never imagine if you just know where to look. That is, however, the problem. Where exactly does one begin to look for something in a collection of everything? My dear friend, that is why I am here to help. I am the bookkeeper, one of the many pencil pushers of the cosmos. It would be a stretch to say that I know even a significant amount of the information stored here. I know almost nothing by comparison to the record as to really any being. But I function as part of the record, a living index of sorts. I can give you few answers myself, but I can most assuredly guide you towards that which holds the information you search for. A name. That's right, your people do generally prefer to have one of those. Let's see. Vaeda. I suppose that's fitting. Vaeda, then. And your name? A wonderful name. It suits you, I think. Well, you may have ended up here unintentionally, but there's no reason you can't enjoy your stay. You may extend your visit as long or as little as you'd like. Time has very little hold here, and theoretically you really could read every last bit of information we've got before you return. Though, well, the amount of information never quite stays the same. And I do use the word reading with quite a loose interpretation. It's generally more a manner of experiencing than it is reading plain text. You'll see soon enough. If you'd like to stay, that is. Beautiful. I do think you'll be glad you did. Many of your people come here with the intent of furthering their knowledge of self, exploring and bettering themselves. A noble pursuit as any, I think. They come to learn about family and friends, and what a wonderful thing to have people that you love so deeply that even when the cosmos presents itself and bears all it has to offer, that they're the first thing you can think of. Still, others are interested in knowing that unknowable, learning the makings of gods and reality, all of which is just as available to you. I know it's quite a lot to present, but please, if there's anything you'd like to know, feel free to ask me. This is a place without judgment, an amoral place with no black, white, or gray to speak of. It may be mundane, but it is quite unique in that sense. I can point you in the direction of anything you'd like. A memory you'd like to experience again, a future you'd like to see, or a person you'd like to know more deeply. Nothing is too big or too small. In fact, we have some that visit us in their dreams only to study more of what they tell me they do during their waking lives. If you have no interest in things as grandiose as what I've spoken of already, there are records of how to get that crochet stitch you've had trouble with exactly right. In fact, you could view your own Akashic record, diagnose the very problem that you've had, and then find the text with the exact solution. Now, what is it that piques your interest? Alright then, let's take a look at that. That should be, let's see here, 427H, case 291M, shelf 17, subsection, let's see here, 2, that should be. If you'll just follow me through this doorway here, this will take us to exactly where we need to be. Yes, short trip, wasn't it? What you think of as rules for time and space are more like suggestions here. It's the best way to think of it. Safer to play by them most of the time, but easy enough to work around if you know what you're doing. Besides, walking through a place as big as this, you'd never reach the end of it. Well, let's see. It should be around here. Here. Now, to tell you the truth, everybody experiences the library a little differently. When you open any given record, you might see, hear, or feel things as you flip through the pages. You might see the words just as you would in a book. It's a very personal experience. Take it as it is. Try not to carry any expectations here. If you have anything else you'd like to see afterwards, please let me know. I can get a little collection going for you. When you've finished your time here, feel free to leave the books on the table. They'll figure their way back to the shelf one way or another. Now, once you've finished your time, there will be a door nearby. You'll know it when you see it, and you'll see it when you need it. All you have to do to leave is go through that door. Similarly, if you need me for anything, again, you'll see me when you need me, and I won't bother you otherwise. Of course, you're free to explore the library. Pick up any book at random that you'd like, fall down a rabbit hole. But I will warn you, not everything that you see is pleasant, so to speak. Such is life. There's no reason to worry. You're unlikely to find anything unpleasant. The library has a way of drawing you away from things not suited to you. But I simply warn as a precaution and a possibility. Not only that, the positivity and wonder of existence far outweighs the negativity, if you ask me. So by simple statistics, you're more likely to find something along those lines. Now, I won't bog you down with the boring details. Though, should you have any curiosities as to how the library of all functions, well, there is most certainly a record on that as well. It's one of the oldest, in fact. Enjoy your time here.